All right. Big Players Podcast back, episode 10. We've been doing this for 10 weeks now, providing content. The other day, we released a second video later into the week describing UFC 251. We gave a couple of our predictions, maybe where you should have put your money. Well, guess what? Joey landed 4 out of 5 of the fights. Joey, let's talk about UFC 251 and recap it.
If only I didn't fade myself, I would have had a good night. But I faded myself all night and ended up walking away negative. But fights are good, man. As a whole, first fight on Fight Island, I thought production-wise they did a really good job. I thought the whole event was successful as a whole. It probably wasn't the most exciting card of the entire quarantine so far, but that was because the quality of these talented professional athletes are at the highest level. So you're watching the top tier elite of mixed martial arts in that card.
Yeah.
So if you're not diehard super into it, you might not appreciate little things that Alexander Volkanovski or that Usman was doing throughout that fight that made them come out on top in those fights. But as a whole, I thought the cards were really good, high level, and some scary people, and I'm curious to see a lot about the future of certain people like Peter Yan and Volkanovski, and So, Rome, what'd you think, man?
It was solid, no complaints. Every fight was good. The last fight, the title fight, Usman versus Masvidal, underwhelming. I thought Usman would have fought him straight up, throw the hands with him. He didn't want none of that BMF smoke, not at all. Yeah. And honestly, I thought Holloway lost clean, Frank. Clean. Yep. He lost the later rounds, the championship rounds, and that's why it went the other way.
I disagree.
That left hand was stiff. It was stiff, bro.
Listen,
left hand was stiff.
The first 2 rounds, Holloway had easy, clear cut, fine. That third round, I understand what you're saying. It still should have went in favor of Holloway. His defense was superb. Okay, it was superb. He got robbed of the title, which is fine because he will come back and he will come back stronger. And listen, he shook Volkanovski. Volkanovski had no idea. Volkanovski went into that fight with a different game plan and had to change it. Change it round 3 because he knew that he had to beat Holloway. And he started attacking, and it was what he wanted to see.
And the adaptation was made.
He adapted, and he won. And
look,
he's
the adaptation.
I get it.
Exactly. He adapted, left hand jab, stiff. The whole fight, the rest of the fight after round as of round 3.
I just feel like Holloway deserved it. I feel like he earned it. I feel like he went out there, and I feel like he put it all on the line. And I do feel like there's a little bit of favoritism when it comes to some of these, judges.
You got to beat the champ. You got to beat the champ.
Not in the UFC. Boxing is very political. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, They don't fuck around with that. They don't do any of that political nonsense.
Dude,
that is often found
it just
in
felt
boxing.
different. Listen,
you really don't think so?
I liked Fight Island. I thought it was a great, excellent experience. But for the Peter Yan fight, to kick the crap out of Jose Aldo for as long as he was kicking the crap out of him on the ground, that just seemed like it was like almost played out to be that way. Like Dana White sitting in the corner, like, let it go, let the action happen. Like, this guy's getting his ass beat.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
But the gaming commissions aren't even hired through the Ultimate Fighting. They're hired by the location of the fight.
I'm aware.
So Dana doesn't hire the referees or the judges. Those people aren't even contacted through the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Bro, that judge
you can't say that,
let
Frank.
that fight go on for too long.
He fucked up.
Don't say he fucked up. Don't say
he
no,
did.
Because during this quarantine. Wait. During this quarantine, we got Alistair Overeem versus I forget the guy's name. Overeem got rocked in the same position as Aldo, fucking recovered, and then came back and won. So you never know. You never know.
And you could always bring up the example of Czech Congo, who literally got knocked out and won a fight.
The referee in the middle of the fight.
Jose was covered up for a long period of time. I thought it was a bad stoppage. I think you need to protect your guys, especially in the 5th round when he was like this for. Was like that
for a minute.
He was done.
It should have been called way earlier than that. There's no way.
It wasn't like he got knocked and was like scrambling to get back. He
couldn't do anything. Round. He could not do anything. The fight was already over.
Very good. Yeah. I mean, I thought as a whole, Aldo performed really well in that fight. I thought it was a really close
in the
fight.
beginning.
Aldo was throwing some really nice shots. And then Yan, I mean, I kind of put it in the article a little bit. The way he fights is hands up, move forward, and stalk down your opponent. And he didn't stop doing it, man.
He's in your face the entire fight. in his face the entire fight.
Yeah.
But listen, in terms of that referee, he had to stop that fight, Rome. He had to. I know you're a big fan of violence and
also
bounties and all this other shit, but
because
you gotta understand.
Oh my god.
The fight was over. Jose was already losing that fight. The dude's on the ground. The referee says, "Show me some defense or I have to call a fight. Show me some defense." I'm sorry. Jose Aldo didn't move for a minute. All right? A full minute.
Listen.
He was getting his ass beat. It's dangerous.
Listen.
It's a dangerous sport, man.
Listen.
It's dangerous.
Listen. It is exactly. It's a dangerous sport, and at any moment, Aldo could have went like this, tap tap, said, "I don't want to fight no more."
He's too much of a man, though. He's too much of a man. He's too much of a man. He's got that pride.
So the ref did save him. Okay, because he would have died there. So the ref did save him. So cut it out.
Yeah,
enough.
He didn't save him. He let it go on for too long. I don't have an issue.
Enough.
Stop.
Enough.
Stop.
Rice, what do you think? What do you think?
Oh my god.
What you thought about the call?
I think.
Why would you do that?
Why you asking me? I don't even like UFC.
Oh my god.
I'm not a fan.
Listen,
Frankie.
Listen, Jorge.
The biggest problem, Frank.
Okay, go ahead. I'm getting me.
Is the gaming commission or the athletics commission in Abu Dhabi doesn't have much experience. They do one fight a year there. So those guys aren't experienced. So with the 4 fights they have this month, and then they said they're going to go back in September, you hope that the judges along with the referees will improve. But it's usually a much cleaner job in states like Las Vegas where they fight all the time. Even New York was terrible in the beginning. Like when New York reopened and they were fighting in MSG, there were so many bad decisions, really bad stoppages. Those guys, when you're not doing it constantly, you're not nearly as good as some of the guys who do it constantly. So I think it's only going to improve with time.
Okay.
All right. So
talk to us.
All right. So I'm moving up to the main event. Just because.
Let's get into it.
Obviously Paige Van Zandt. What was that? 30 seconds. That was expected. She makes more money from her Instagram account than she does doing anything else. So she's not going to ruin that face. So she was in and out, which is fine. I totally understand.
Yeah.
Nama Nunez, amazing fight. Great stuff. The Volkanovski fight, just talked about it. Great. Thought it, he played the way he did. He won. Better man. Moving on. Usman Masvidal. I enjoyed it in terms of I totally understand what Usman was doing. He was taking away Masvidal's game. You want to say he fight like a bitch, or he did what he had to do to get the belt, to maintain the belt, which is the goal at the end of the fight, which I'm sure. He wasn't gonna give in to Masvidal's antics and fight him like a man and go toe to toe with him because he would lose. That's just how it is. But in terms of the future, I'm excited for Masvidal's future because he seemed after the fight he took it personal. He said, I lost in front of my kids. My kids are watching me. I hate losing in front of my kids. This dude, there's a reason why he's the baddest motherfucker. All right, he's gonna come back, and this is gonna make him better. It's gonna make the UFC more exciting, and he's gonna get that fight again. And coming into it with more training, not just 6 days of preparation. He's gonna kick his ass. So I'm a big fan of Jorge.
He got two things going for him. He took it on 6 days, so do you really hold it against him? No. He lasted the whole fight.
Yeah.
And number 2, he's the BMF champion.
Yeah.
So you can put him anywhere you want. His stock doesn't go down that much. It means
his stock basically stays exactly the same in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the same dude.
Same dude.
I think you probably go Usman Burns next, and you could even run back the Masvidal Diaz fight or the Masvidal Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight. I think both of those are good options for Masvidal.
Yeah.
Because he's been wanting that fight back because that was his previous loss prior to the 3-fight win.
That'd be nice.
I'll say that. I'll take that. But Burns got to play for the title. Burns is next.
Yeah, Gilbert Burns is definitely getting the Usman shot. I mean, he was in the wings looking great. Kobe ripped apart the main event like expected because, Kobe's he's got to be the guy who stays relevant in the division by using mental warfare and, using his mouth more than his hands.
Dude, and, I watch, Ultimate Fighter, right? And they, Dana White comes in the room and tells the guys, he goes, you want to make it in the UFC? You got to be exciting. You know, like he tells that to these guys, and a lot of these guys that are up there, they just entertainment on a whole new level. You know, and they got the you know the talent to back it up. So it's
Kobe was about to get cut. They were literally going to cut him from the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and he changed his entire personality to become the bad guy, and he did a great job at it.
I told you.
Gotta give credit where credit's due. He's a dick of a person.
Yep.
At least he comes off that way. But that's because he's trying to keep his job.
Exactly.
And then from there, he destroyed Robbie Lawler, and then he came up and he fought some of the top guys. He could put a great fight against Usman. Got stopped in the 5th, but that fight could have been 2-2 going into the 5th. So the guys are talented enough. You just have to have additional now, and that's the Conor McGregor effect. I love Conor, but it's Conor McGregor.
We need villains. Mm-hmm. We need villains. It is what it is.
Chael Sonnen. Look at the Diaz brothers early in their careers. They were excellent. Michael Bisping, excellent villain.
Hate him.
But
hate him.
Future. It's definitely exciting. But future of the UFC. We got Cormier next, right? Cormier next card.
No, we got another Fight Island. What do you mean?
Yeah, we got this fight's Wednesday night. You got Dan Ige versus Calvin Wednesday night.
Oh yeah,
Wednesday. We back
Crazy
at it.
Fight Wednesday. Crazy fight Saturday. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the UFC.
We running it right back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be pretty sweet. It's a good month.
Exciting. Moving on, something that Chris Rice can hop in on the action over here with us. Let's talk it. We all love playing it.
Hey, welcome back.
We all love playing it. Madden 21 just dropped.
Hate to love it.
Their quarter. I hate EA. I love Madden. I hate EA. Madden 21 just dropped their top 10 quarterback rankings and their overalls, and we got an interesting list. And Rice, you got it up in front of you?
Yeah, I got it here. I mean, to me, it's not that surprising.
Read it off, champ. Let the people know what's the top 10 Madden overall, and give us their overalls as well.
Number 1, Pat Mahomes, 99 overall. Not at all surprising. Russell Wilson, number 2, 97.
Okay.
Well deserved.
Right.
Lamar Jackson, 94.
All right.
He could have been a little bit higher, but I'm okay with that. 94. Drew Brees at 93. He went down a little bit from last year, 1 point, but I mean the man still got it.
Still older.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady at 5.
Tom Brady at 90. One of the lowest ratings he's had in a while. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Aaron Rodgers with an 89. That's just the one that shocks me the most.
Rodgers?
He definitely should have at least a 90. Yeah.
92 at least, right?
He should be in the 90s easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Matt Ryan. I'm surprised he's this high, but I mean he is Matty Ice. At an 87.
The ice has been
Deshaun Watson. The ice has been ice.
Exactly.
Ice cold.
Oh, you got Deshaun Watson at 8? Wow.
Deshaun Watson at 8.
Okay.
With an 86 average overall. I'm okay with it. I mean he's good, but he's not perfect. Then Dak Prescott made the list at number 9, tied with Carson Wentz. I don't understand why Dak Prescott, like what everybody likes about him, honestly. I mean, the man isn't that good. He's fortunate enough to be on a team that had a solid offensive line and Ezekiel Elliott, who is one of the best running backs in the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's just talent-wise, not an 84.
Okay, I got you. Overrated. Totally fine.
And Wentz is better than an 84, which is crazy.
Which, okay, and I could agree with you there on aspects, but, look at this list real quick. This is the top 10 that Madden rated these players. Is there anybody in the league that you can think of off the top of your head right now that's clearly better than any of these guys? Because you look at the talent, like, well, what's Jared Goff? Like Jared Goff's not a terrible quarterback, he's not the best,
right.
But like, when you hear Jared Goff, you think, all right, like maybe 84, right? Because like I hear Carson Wentz and I think, all right, 88, maybe. I hear Aaron Rodgers, I think 92. I definitely don't think 90 for Tom Brady. You know, I think like
Yeah, but
85 for
his
Tom
game
Brady.
has not been the same. Yeah,
You know, like,
he's lower.
and this is, you know, me and Jerome play Madden on like almost a daily basis, so I know he's like super excited that Deshaun Watson peaked the top 10 over here. He thinks he's like you know I'm surprised Jerome's surprised that Tua isn't involved in this list. So let's hear it.
Hold on. I got two things. Since you took my quarterbacks,
Let's hear it.
two names. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
Everybody
Matt
keeps
Stafford.
shitting on Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins, Matt Stafford, Big Ben. Are we really disregarding him? Yeah, I know
They
he's been up there,
disregarded
but if you're
Cam
gonna put
Newton,
Tom
too?
Brady at a 90, Cam is coming. Oh, right, Cam. My look. I like the list. I don't like the top 5. I don't like that Aaron Rodgers is below Tom Brady. Don't like that. At this stage in their careers, Tom Brady is not better than Aaron Rodgers. Not at all. Not even a little bit. I'm sorry, because if you switch them on their teams, I'm sorry, what? Aaron Rodgers can do way more than Tom Brady can. So, like, I don't understand. How? How do we get there? And if you want to switch the Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott thing, no excuses. Carson Wentz has more talent than Prescott. I'm not mad at that.
It's not even switching the two. Like, some of the quarterbacks we named, I think, are just better than Dak Prescott. So, like, not only do I think Dak Prescott is lower than Wentz, I think he doesn't make the list.
You know,
he threw for almost 5,000 yards last year. Just want to point that out.
I'm gonna
5,
say I got a good reason why Dak is probably up here, and it's probably because there's so much new talent at the quarterback position in the league that Madden can't give those guys proper ratings just yet because they're so new. Whether they be rookies, whether they be sophomores, you know, like who knows? Like Kyler Murray could be a great thing.
Talk about.
You know, go ahead, Joe, get into it.
So, like, the difference between Madden and football is it doesn't consistently line up. You know, guys who are bigger playmakers will always be more valuable in a video game. So, in my opinion, a guy like Kyler Murray should probably rank in the top 10 quarterbacks of a video game only because you're able to scramble with the guy. You know, it's not consistent to what the game is. You know, the Cardinals might suck in real life, but playing with this Cardinals on a video game, it's going to be a fun team to play with, man. The amount of tools they have, you know, they're going to be sweet to play with. So, I don't know. I think the list is okay. I agree with the Aaron Rodgers thing being 89 is a little light. Besides that, I don't hate the rest of the list. The only other guy I disagree with entirely is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is up there in age and hasn't proven in a few years to be that caliber of elite quarterback. You know,
I agree.
He's almost fell off similar to the way Eli fell off late in his career. It's I don't think he belongs up there. Yeah, go ahead.
Deshaun Watson might possibly be top 5. I just want to throw that out there. I know y'all keep shitting on him, but
skill-wise, really I agree. I just don't think he has any assets around him this year.
That's fine, but skill-wise, definitely,
I agree entirely.
I would put Deshaun Watson up there in Madden as a top 5. Madden
that's what we're talking about, though. We're talking about Madden.
So
we're talking about Madden,
and that's fine. So
I agree. And speed and durability, Deshaun Watson's a beast.
100%.
Honestly, he's probably a better quarterback than Tom Brady in Madden. I'll say that.
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, listen.
And with Lamar Jackson with a 96 speed this Madden, oof.
Ooh.
Well, they just bumped up Kyler Murray's speed to 91. Kyler Murray has a 91 speed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's gonna be a
crazy.
Beast.
Did anybody catch the video of Tyreek Hill getting mossed by the high school kid today?
No.
Yo, there was I'm telling you, I'll send it to you guys. I'll send it to you in the Discord.
Drop in the Discord, yeah.
There's a legitimate high school kid goes toe to toe with Tyreek Hill and just goes up and mosses right over Tyreek Hill.
I mean,
Tyreek Hill's in shock too. He's like, "What the?"
Yeah.
So Tyreek Hill got dropped off?
I don't know, but
wait. It sounded like he got dropped off.
I don't know.
Who else got dropped off? What else is getting dropped? Something's getting dropped. What's getting dropped?
I don't even know what you're saying. I don't even know what you're trying to say.
I'm trying to say that the Redskins. I'm trying to say that the Redskins are changing their name.
We're
dropping it. They're dropping it.
The team formerly known as the Washington Redskins.
They're dropping it. It's gone.
You got Snyder's. People are reposting Snyder's news article from 2013 saying he will never change the team name, and here we are,
That's
9 years later.
2018 as well.
Times change.
Yeah. So
Listen,
well,
only Snyder I like is Zack Snyder. I'm gonna let it be known right now. Whatever. It is what it is.
So,
but
go ahead.
Ask me. No, ask me. I want to be asked. Ask me my opinion. Ask me.
So, do you think a team with such deep history in the NFL, like I'm on board with the name change just because I think the team in general needs an entirely new direction because they've sucked for so long. So
yeah.
So does this let's say we got a couple of longtime Washington Redskins fans that listen to the podcast sometimes. How does a longtime fan feel about the name change? Are they happy with it? Are they upset with it? Hit me with it, Ron.
I would assume they're upset.
I got you. It's a breath of fresh air. Mm-hmm. How about that? Let's take it as that. That's what it should be. A breath of fresh air. So all the disdain, all the suck that was attached to the Washington Redskins name, you can breathe now. Because now you're something totally new.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different.
But talent-wise, they still suck.
Exactly. Talent-wise, they're still terrible.
I think we might see a lot of Redskins fans drop ship, start becoming fans of other teams. That's what I see.
I text my buddy, if you're ever going to switch franchises, I'm giving him a full pass. I was like, I know you're not going to because you're a diehard fan, but I'm going to give it to you. If you want to switch, go ahead. Now it's your time.
Yeah, so does Dookie Boy just ride whatever comes and is just going to be excited
he's upset because he's a diehard football fan. Man. He's a good friend of mine from up here, guy I work with. And he's upset only because his generations of families for him have been Redskin fans, and back in the day, there's some real rich history, and he's a diehard football fan, so he understands and can appreciate that. Could you imagine, for example, a team like the New York Yankees switches team names? That's a controversial name.
No, can't see it. Can't see it. But honestly, Joe, you should tell your friend that there's 3 other teams in the area that he could choose from that are actually good with the same amount of rich history that also the Redskins carry. So it's something to think about.
He can come hang out with me, man. Area. We're chilling.
Could you imagine any of us switching fan bases realistically?
No,
it never happened.
It's a brand new opportunity for merchandising and marketing.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to 100% depend on the name the team chooses.
Do they change the team color?
I'm glad you said name. Shut up! No. Yeah, hell yeah. Change everything.
I think so. I think you change it. You tweak it. I think you tweak it.
All right, let's get Rome.
I got the perfect color and the perfect name.
Rome, what's the name?
Perfect color, perfect name. Washington Generals. Ooh, we doing it. We're gonna do it.
Okay.
We're gonna do it.
The Generals.
You make it red and blue. Yep. Make it red and blue. Red and blue. Make it happen.
Red, white, and blue, or just red and blue.
You could do that. You could do that. I mean, in this
the Generals
are pretty much the Giants.
I like that.
Yeah, it is.
I
know you like that. I know.
Okay, all right. Hey, what about you, Rice? You got a name over there?
A name I heard that I kind of love is the Washington Red Wolves.
Red Wolves.
And they had the Red Wolves. Yes.
Okay.
That's like lacrosse.
That's not bad.
It's like lacrosse-esque. It's got that young, fresh, newer, cooler sound to it.
Yes, but you could keep it. You could make it like red and white or red and something. I don't know, but it's a pretty good.
All right, so
I think
you're trying to continue
opportunities there.
You're trying to continue the red,
but it also maybe will keep a lot of fans, similar
involved. Okay,
I'm okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't think anyone thinks this is a bad idea changing the name, but it's definitely gonna hit home when people have been rooting for the Redskins their whole life.
Okay. All right. Okay. I mean,
the color scheme of the Washington Redskins is very unique to the league and to really sports in general. It's probably because it's a dog shit color combination, but it's also unique in a way. So
I like it.
You want to give it away in that.
I think, yeah.
When it comes down to team names, I've always been a fan. I don't know why, but I'm a fan of teams whose names don't end in like an S. So like, look at basketball, for example. I think it'd be cool if they did like the Thunder or the Heat or something like that. But Frankie, we're talking color schemes. Look at that shirt you got wearing. What about something like the Washington Flash?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's very arena football to
keep the
me.
colors,
That's very
you
arena
promote it like
football to
that,
me, though.
and it'd be the only bolts in the. It'd be sick.
Maybe that's what they need.
That's so arena, though. You know, like Philadelphia Soul.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like the Washington
But
Flash.
those are good names. It's good names.
Yeah, no,
Those are good
yeah,
names.
they're great names. Like, okay, yeah, so I
Yeah.
could definitely see something interesting in terms of like what Joey just said. But I think
New.
something that sticks out to me specifically for Washington, and you gotta change everything. I think this is just a clean sweep. You know, if you're dead set on being like, I'm not changing the name, and then all of a sudden you are changing the name, it's because you want to take this team in a completely new direction. You know, almost, when like the Oilers were poof and out, and then a couple years later Texans came around. That was just to add a new
Titans.
team. Oh, Titans. My fault. I always do that.
So good. So good.
But so I think a great name for this franchise could potentially be, and quote Stephen A. Smith on this, the Washington Warriors. I think that's a solid name. I think it's not bad.
Yeah.
I think you could potentially keep the same
You gotta
color
go like
scheme
this.
if you do the Washington Warriors, and you don't even have to tweak the logo too much. You just turn into like a sword and a shield kind of deal, and Washington Warriors. So
I like it.
Not bad.
Keeps the same vibe.
Yeah, I like it.
I think kind of like it just stays traditional to those people that might really be holding on to the team name, like the Washington Redskins.
Right.
So,
They said we're gonna see by the end of the week. We're gonna see the new name.
Like
we
I
should
said,
make a poll for the Instagram with all of our favorite team name and have the people vote which one they like the best.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be out there for sure. Kidding me?
We'll never do
Vote
that.
for me, please.
I'm going with Flash.
Generals.
Warriors, Flash,
Red Wolves.
Generals, Red Wolves.
Red Wolves.
Yeah, Rome's gonna win. People love like the Washington Generals. Like what's that? What's it called? Michael Jordan. What am I thinking of? Looney Tunes movie.
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Yeah, aren't they the Generals in that? The
No, I
opposing
think
team?
it was from.
What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the Globetrotters.
Yeah, you're
rival.
thinking of something totally different.
The Harlem Globetrotters. Don't they always play the Generals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the
but
name.
now if you take that name, does that mean you're gonna lose every game?
Wait, but I think the name is taken, so maybe not. So something. Look, honestly, you're in DC. Let it be something patriotic. We could get behind it.
Yeah.
It's so good. You need something that everybody could get behind.
Or how about the Tanks? Ooh.
I like that.
The Apaches.
Listen, I need something that gonna resonate with football. It's something that gotta hit hard. Make sure you're fearless. Game day, you hear the name, you like, ooh. You know what I mean?
The Apache helicopters.
That's not it. That's not it.
Don't hit me with anything like Bobcats either, or something ridiculous. Tigers, or we already got the Bengals with the Lions. I don't want to. I don't need any of that. Give me some. Yeah.
Watch we get something like Washington Destroyers or something like that.
Oh God.
Like, I have a feeling.
The Seagulls.
What are you doing?
Shout out Staten Island Tech.
Seagulls, baby.
I'm saying team names just as bad as the Redskins are talented.
Then I agree.
What was your guys' high school mascot?
Lion.
Have it all.
The Lions.
A loin.
Oh, for high school, Lions. Come on, man, Farrell Lions. Let's go.
Yeah, what was your mascot?
But I mean, you were Curtis Warriors, right?
Warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Cool color too.
But
you gotta get rid of this ugly ass Washington color though. Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's so iconic to the team, so I think everything needs to go too. I think it needs to go too. I'm just saying there are people out there that are upset
This is
about
a fresh
this.
slate.
And listen, for anybody
Listen.
out there that's upset about this is a good change for your organization. This is gonna, like Jerome said, a breath of fresh air. You're gonna be able to actually root for something and be proud of it, probably. You know, well, they're probably gonna suck still for a little bit, but you know, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be nice. But with that being said,
Time on. Listen. Also, wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
They're not gonna suck for long. Maybe this year. Next year they get better, and then but they'll be better. Believe me, they'll be better. Riverboat Ron, just want to shout you out. Do your thing.
All right.
Yep.
Well, good luck to Ron Rivera. Good luck to the Redskins. Well, Washington, whatever they become at the end of the week. And this is Big Plays Podcast. Check us out. Follow us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We got it. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on SoundCloud. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Go to our website. Guys, we're going to start a lot of things in the upcoming weeks. You know, we're probably going to start doing Twitch streams. You know, other big news. Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, and Shroud are going to be opening up a streaming service of their own. That's big. That dropped early today as well. So get excited. Big Plays is coming at you hard. I'm Frank. I'm here with Joey, Rice, and Jerome. And we're Big Plays Podcast, baby.
Big Plays.
Later.